What it do, what it do, what it do?
Yo. What's happening with your boy? It's your boy J.Kendall.
It's your boy E-Dog.
J Uncut coming to you live, Cloud Ride Studios.
And direct. You see the clouds on the bench back there?
Clouds.
They're going to be floating in the air soon.
Soon in the air. So, we back again. You know.
Yes, sir. Like crack again.
It's your favorite duo. First of all, we need y'all to hit that like button. We need y'all to subscribe. Yeah, we need y'all to comment down below. You know, follow us. It's E and J.
Hey, we ain't afraid of no negative commentary neither, man.
We appreciate
criticism, negative criticism, all
Tell
that
us whether
shit.
we doing a good job.
Man.
Tell us whether we doing a bad job. We don't care. Just say what's up. We want to communicate.
If you're with your folks, man, let us know.
You know, it's E and J. That's us. E and J Uncut. So, without further ado, we getting right into it today. No special guests. It's just us. We doing it our thing. And here we go. What you got, Mr. Barry?
Number one.
Yo.
Why the fuck y'all like them cat videos so much, man?
Man.
We about to just get a cat and play catch with it or something. And
I don't even like. I mean, cats. Do cats even really like the people who take care of them? Because
some of them. Okay, so we got cats, right?
I don't got no cats.
Them motherfuckers. What happened to that one I dropped off over here?
I ain't seen them since you left them. I mean, I got mountain lions and bobcats and bears and foxes.
We gotta feed them too. Nature, it's a circle of life.
Circle of life. He out there somewhere.
But it don't make sense how a video of a cat blinking his eyes or hitting something, that thing get like 30 million views. So it must be some kind of connection. I think it has to do with the fact that cats are like one of the most what they say, like advanced hunters and all that. Like their movement and what they can do must be something that infatuates people, because people are infatuated with them cats.
I don't know why you would be infatuated with a cat. Most of the time, they don't even care if you're there or not. They just want you to feed them. They want you to pet them when they want to be petted.
They got different personalities. Like some
I
can't stand the ones that meow all the time.
Yep.
Motherfuckers come meow to get in, meow to get out. Like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I'm more of a dog person.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them both. Don't get me wrong. I can tolerate a cat, or I can be around a cat, or I can have a cat.
Both them motherfuckers annoy me, but I like them both.
But I like, dogs is the homies and whatnot, but that's just my opinion.
You seen that video where the little boy was getting attacked by a pit bull?
Nah.
He getting attacked by a pit bull out.
And what happened?
And the cat ran out and did some kung fu shit and attacked the dog and got it off the
okay.
Yeah. So
shout out to that cat.
Doing some protective shit.
Shout out to that cat, because I ain't never really heard that. I know dogs be doing that.
Yeah.
I know dogs be getting on people's helmet. That like they'll protect their owner at any cost. So, but I ain't never really heard of a cat doing that. So since the cat do that, you know what? You know that?
Yeah.
That gave me a different opinion of the kitty cat.
I got some kudos over the kudos
because
for that.
I mean, hey, I'm all for the kitty cat, but if it ain't gonna protect,
beat the cat.
Always beat the cat.
Hey, let me tell you a story, right? So, my grandma back in the day when I was a little kid.
Okay.
Right? I don't know how we went from the cat to the grandma. No relation. But
yeah, that was an odd transition, bro. You just said
right. But she used to say, whenever we was little kids, we say, "What's that fur?" Right?
What's that fur?
Yeah, what's that fur? That's how we talk, because we was little country kids.
Okay.
What's that fur, Grandma? And she say, cat fur to make a pair of kitten britches, right? And so one time she always told me this story. I slammed the cat's tail in the door and held that shit shut, and it skinned the cat's tail like the motherfucker that all the fur came off. And then she was like, "Eli, what you do that for?" And I was like, "Cat fur to make a pair of kitten britches, Grandma." That was her favorite story, bro. She told me that like 100 times.
My grandma,
R.I.P. Grandma Ruby.
My grandma used to say, "Too much sugar for a dime." I still don't know what that means.
Too much sugar for a dime?
I mean, I got theories, but she never clarified.
Like what it actually mean?
Yeah.
What's your theory?
Well, I mean, what you think the theory is?
Yeah, like she giving up too much for that little dime. She need to higher her standards, right?
I don't know. Rest in peace, Grandma. I don't know what you meant, but you was always say that too much sugar for a dime. You know you would say that. So everybody who know, and if you know, and I think I know, but I ain't 100% sure.
And if you don't know, you better learn.
So anyway, shout out to Grandma. But let's go. Well, what else we got today, Mr. Barry? Let's keep it moving.
Crazy shit going on.
Let's keep it moving.
I had hold on. So we had a question for the audience.
Okay.
And for us.
Yes.
So if you could remove one thing from this world,
okay,
what would it be? We gonna have to ask the guest this too. So if you're gonna be a guest on a future show, think about it.
If you could remove one thing from the world, like as of what? Like
anything, like one thing you could just remove from the world. Just think of whatever you could think of. Shit.
Well, like remove, like death, like people can live forever or something like that, or like
that
what
could
you
be
mean?
A thing. Whatever the fuck you want to remove.
Oh,
you could remove mosquitoes.
That's a deep question though, because I mean
nobody getting bit by mosquitoes no more.
Man, I guess it would be the ability for one man to think they better than the other, because then maybe everybody would see themselves as equal.
Yeah, like humbleness.
And then, yeah, like if you really saw that everybody like as your brother or as a fellow human,
right?
So like not like
the ability for people to look down on each other.
Exactly, like you can't you just saw that as another one of you. That's another man. Everybody, right. Like you saw as equal, and
that's a big problem in the world. Everybody looking down on each other.
Exactly, and you value their opinion just as much as you value.
Because the ones that's looking down at each other, they looking down on each other, and they both looking at each other like you ain't shit.
Exactly, but when we all just men and women. Right. You know what I mean? Or whatever nowadays what you identify as, but we still human beings, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's when it comes down to it, and we equal. But some people think they better than them because they born into the certain family, or they got more money so they better, or they look better, or they got a better body, or they taller, or they got more muscle, or they got longer hair, or they got hair period, or whatever, or they don't got hair, or they bigger, or they smaller.
Bring in the tallerness.
Or man, whatever. Here you go. I'm just saying, whatever the case may be, somebody thinks they better than somebody.
Right.
And it was like, if you don't have that ability, maybe everybody would it would be, especially for females, like you don't think you just because you look better than somebody else or you whatever, but we just like, hey, that's another female, that's another male, that's right. You still have your preference. You
right.
might like this person.
It's good to feel good about yourself and feel like confident, but at the same time that
not everybody
higher up like shit is some garbage a lot of times.
Yeah, not everybody is gonna be attracted to you. You still be attracted to who you attracted to, but you like ain't able to put them down because of that. Like you don't think you just like, oh no, I'm not attracted to you, and it's not. And people wouldn't view that as a disrespect because they like you got a negative connotation. It was just like, nah, that person wasn't. But there's a lot of people, and it wasn't because I was this or that. It was just because innately they just didn't have an attraction to you. You know what I mean? That's just how it was. I don't know.
That's a good one.
That could be anybody to think. That's one of them. That's just off the top. If I really had the opportunity to think about it, I might think about something different. But,
I mean, just like the motherfuckers, like different cultures thinking they're above other cultures, like the Israelis over the Palestinians thinking that they dogs and they're less than human, but if they all seen them as equals, you feel me?
Yep.
Then it would be a different story. That shit wouldn't even be going on like that.
Exactly.
How did that come from indoctrination? But if it was an ability to do that, like people couldn't see that, then shit, that's a good one.
Yeah, then maybe it would. I think it might solve a lot of the world problems because everybody would be trying to unite and try to help each other, and that would be just innate things, and it would be kind of crazy if everybody across the world was like, hey, how can we as a whole people just get better? Like, how can we? Hey, I got this new technology. I ain't trying to hoard it. I want everybody to get better.
You
like,
gonna work with everybody on that, cause you see them as equals.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I got this. I want you to have it because I want you to be as good as me. Oh, you got this new stuff and you figure it out. You send it to me. Hey, look what I figured out. Like we look what we got. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we all gonna advance for that. We all gonna benefit from that. Hey, I figured out how this. I figured out how to fix this for health. I figured out how to fly. You know,
work together.
Well, everything.
And then politicians wouldn't think that they wouldn't just play the people, because they'd actually be looking at the people as their brothers too.
Exactly. And they literally would try to govern for the best of the people.
That's a good one.
So I don't know. That was just off the top.
Let's see what I was thinking. It's kind of similar. Not really though, but the ability for a human to raise up a weapon against another human.
That's a good one too.
So they cannot raise any weapon. You could raise your fist and nothing else. Can you imagine that? All these wars and shit.
But then I also already see the flaw in that, because then if you bigger and stronger than somebody, you just gonna take advantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be some bullies, but then you could also get your homies. You know what I mean? If
potentially, but you saying no weapons, so you can't raise a weapon. So there's no guns. It's nothing like that.
No guns.
So
no
it's
knives,
like it's just fist to fist. But then that means like, you know, I ain't the biggest dude, but I'm just saying. So that means somebody that's like,
you could train and learn some karate and
potentially. But I'm just saying, sometimes you ain't got no substitute.
There's gonna be bulliness. I mean, we still gonna have laws and shit. But
that's what I'm getting at. I can see that just already leads for, if you bigger and stronger, you got the advantage.
But
how's that cool if you bigger and stronger and you got the advantage?
Look at what happened when these wars are getting fought, right?
Yeah.
Think of if they didn't have no weapons to fight these wars. Now all your wars gonna have to be fist fights. You're gonna have to send all your soldiers with all their fists to fight shit. Now,
you might think about
it ain't gonna be all the death that we seeing now. It ain't gonna be all that bullshit. It's gonna be, I mean, some people gonna die, but not much. You know what I mean?
You can still get a lot. You can still get a lot in a fist fight, but
it ain't gonna be no. We dropped the bomb and 10,000 people died. It's gonna be like
true.
We went to war and everyone's exhausted, and then also people are gonna question what they're fighting for a lot more. If I gotta go and fight with my fist, hold on, what am I fighting exactly about?
I mean, either way, you can question that. Even
because I'm gonna say it like this: I done met some of my greatest homies out growing up. I met them through fighting. Like, we had a fist fight and it ended up cool. Like, you know what I mean? It was mutual respect after that. Man, that's something a lot of youngsters don't understand these days.
I had a homie like that one time. He called me when we was at work. Even when I was in the break room, I'm out there chilling. Like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? We had been working all day. Then he come in there, hey, man, I need you right now. He was like, bruh, it was something with his family. He was like, bruh, but they about to jump somebody. I need you right now. I was like, bet. Like, I don't even met dude for like, maybe we been working for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, bet, I got you. And then we went over there. We was like, then he had his other boys meet him there, right? So we all over there about to chunk him with this. I don't even know who these other cats are. So I'm like, all right, bet, we about to go fight.
This is a job?
No, just somewhere after. So he was like, okay, hey, roll with me. So I just rolled out with him. I don't know, we about to go fight. We got to go scrap. Homie needs some backup.
Some shit quick.
So I'm with him. Like, that's my dog. I got you.
Right.
Like, so then we hopped the fence. All his other boys are some punks. Like, I'm the newest one there. These are all homies he known. I'm the newest one.
Right.
I'm the only one to hop over the fence with him. So he hop over the fence. I'm talking about all the dudes he about to go fight is huge. Dude like my size. You know, we ain't the biggest dude. He a little bit stockier. But like, so it's me and him and all the like other dudes, and we come up and it was like, whatever. I just like, it's my dog, I'm going.
Yeah.
And then they come out there, and then it's like all this barking and whatnot. And anyway, the situation ended up de-escalating. You know, it was like all this whatever. But it was just like the fact that his homies didn't even have it. Like, I was like, bro, these your boys? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even, they ain't even have your back. Like, I know you the least. But you know, you need your boy. I got you. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ain't even hopping over the fence. We over there I'm talking about, we standing toe to toe with dudes looking up, and I'm like, man, I gotta hit. If it go down, I gotta hit him first. And I got I'm already thinking of
Thinking
strategy. Like yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta hit him and I gotta move because he man, this is about to be bad. Like we gonna have to like you know what I'm saying? I'm lucky that junk went the way it was because it was about to be. I mean, we might have come out of that, but we was gonna take some lumps. It was like no way you was gonna come out of it unscathed. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that junk be happening, bro. That's life. You ain't gonna be able to avoid that shit.
But them chunkums is good for you when you fighting them fist fights like that. Like I said, that's how you meet some friends and enemies become friends after a fight. Like
that's true.
When you can shake hands and shit. That's when we grew up. We would fight somebody, and then we'd have mutual respect for each other after the fight. We both put up a good fight. Whoever win or lose, then we still good.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like what they say on Friday. Win, lose, you get to live to fight another day.
You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. man.
Rest in peace, Pops.
But yeah, just think of that like it would be like some big war. Think of the war shit. Like think of how a situation in the war right now, like motherfuckers in Ukraine and Russia and going on to Ukraine. You know what I mean? They fighting back. They gonna be chunking up the border, and they gonna come to an agreement, but it ain't gonna take all these deaths. Them motherfuckers gonna get tired. They gonna be like, hold on. Even the people they fight, they be like, bro, hold on. You feel me? All right, we good. All right, we good.
I mean,
we gonna come to a new solution.
I feel you to an extent, but
yeah.
At the same time, I'm saying it's always gonna be the big taking advantage.
China might take over though with that. Because they all be training them with the kung fu and shit, huh? Like, don't they gotta learn that in school?
I don't think they teach that in school, but it is
like required training.
Man, did you know that? Did you know that
we should have required training in school self defense? Like that should be all the kids should be little ninjas.
Did you know that being like I think it was either to kung fu or ninja or
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I think either one of those was invented by the black dude. You know that the first one? You know that, huh? Everybody.
Hey, there was a black samurai too.
Samurai, that's us too. You know what I'm saying? It's all us because those is our people too. You didn't understand that. We had went up into Asia. I mean, we was the originations, so therefore we had also populations, and the reason that everybody have the lighter pigmentations is because. Anyway, we know about that. We walked over there to the other spots, and then everything. What happened? The flood. After the flood, what you call things froze up. That's what happened. That's why we got the ice and everything. Before the flood, that's why everything was over there. Everybody was able to walk.
But that's a whole woolly mammoths back.
That's a whole nother story. But everybody know. I mean, you can see what happened. Anyway. That could be a whole nother episode. If y'all want to hear that topic, I got some information about y'all. And put that down in the comments. We over there. I got some info. Say you want to know about that. Anyway, what else you got, Mr. Barry?
All right, man. On to some lightweight serious shit.
What happened? We
talked about this maybe in the last episode, depending on how it get edited, because the last episode was a little bit hectic. But
yeah, y'all will see. Goodness.
So Iran and Israel are bombing each other again.
Wait. First off, don't talk about them bombing each other again. Our commander in chief took it upon himself to do some things over the past few days. And then what he say in the interview, I don't want to misquote. What did he say?
I think I remember the quote. I think he said he said that these guys, Iran and Israel, they've been at war bombing each other so long. They don't know what the fuck they doing.
That's what our president said.
Yeah.
So after he didn't drop stuff on them,
I ain't seen him get all angry like that.
I'm just saying.
He thought he had a deal. See, he thought he had a deal, and they said no deal.
I mean, he had ordered a ceasefire, right?
Yeah, he told him 12.
Or he thought it was a ceasefire.
He said we're gonna have a ceasefire in 12 hours, right?
I mean, I'm just saying. So
then Israel's like, 12 hours, cool. the first hour they dropped like all their weapons on Iran, and so Iran got to come back. But he's like, that's what he said. He's like, man, I said a ceasefire, and then y'all was like cool with it. Then you gonna drop all your weapons, man? That's not how you do it, man. That's
not how you do it.
Yeah, that's not how we work. Shit. We order that, so you're supposed to be organizing and getting it ready, and you know what I mean?
Anyway, that's what's going on.
That wasn't a count. That wasn't a time limit to drop all your bombs. That was, let's get it in order in 12 hours of ceasefire.
That's what's going on now.
He should have said ceasefire right fucking now, though. That would have made more sense. Not like in 12. Because, I mean, what does he expect? You say, in 12 hours, it's going to be a ceasefire. And they're like, well, we want to kill these motherfuckers. We got 12 hours. What we going to do? You ready, man? Let's ride on them. We got 12 hours. Fuck it.
I don't know.
Why you say 12 hours for the ceasefire, man?
But I just thought I thought he ran on the platform that he wasn't getting us in a war. And we ain't at war, obviously.
Oh, you remember that?
What y'all really need to know is that we not at war yet, because he gotta ask for permission. They gotta get passed for war and all that. But
that's what they say.
But but the president has.
He's also supposed to ask for permission before he bombed Iran. And
no,
he did that anyway.
No, he don't. He the commander in chief. He got sole discretion of the army for 72 hours. That he don't got to ask nobody. That's why he was able to do that. That's what people don't be realize. That's in there.
But
that's one
in a situation.
No, that's one. But that's one of his presidential powers. He He has total command of the army. Like, he can't go to war. He can't declare war. But he for 72 hours.
Go to war, but you might have started some shit.
But all the presidents didn't have this power. It's been there. That's why all these covert operations. Everybody like what be happening behind the scenes. You guys don't even know. They don't got to ask no permission for that. They the commander in chief.
Honestly, I feel like it's all a show. Like, well, all this shit they doing it's like a charade. You know what I mean?
It could be. I mean,
you heard of the what is that? Where the motherfucking little puppets is dancing in the fire and everybody chained up watching the shadows. The cave, algorithm of the cave, analogy of the cave, Plato's analogy of the cave or something. You heard of that?
Vaguely, I remember hearing about it, but I kind of
them motherfuckers all in the cave, and they in their shackles, and behind them is a fire. And behind that is people, or in front of that is people walking with like little puppet things, right?
Yeah.
So all they see their whole life is these puppets dancing in the fire, looking like things moving and shit, right?
Yeah.
One of the motherfuckers gets unchained, and he gets out, and he sees the sunlight, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Right?
Yeah.
And he's like amazed, like this whole world, everything has been a facade. But then when he tries to go tell everybody, he goes back in and try to tell them, you fucking crazy, bro. Get up out of my face, right? Nobody believing him. So he tried to drag them out. They fighting, kicking and screaming. He get one of them out of there. They're still like, nah. What are you doing? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of times once you see through that bullshit, that veil, it's hard to convince others that the veil is there. Just like that movie, what's a good analogy for that? They Live, where the motherfucker got the glasses, and he lift them up, and everything looked normal, and he put them down, and all the signs said like obey, buy more, and shit, and there's aliens controlling everything.
I never seen that, but I mean I get I get the concept. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like people, it's hard to.
Then he trying to get the homie to put on the glasses. He didn't want to put on the glasses. He had to fight him, fist fight. They got a big ass fight, and finally he put the glasses on him. Yeah. And he's like, oh shit, okay.
Same thing like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like, once people get unlocked, it's like some people didn't want to get unlocked, and then after
Matrix, a lot of the Matrix, the dialogue and shit was actually taken from the Plato story and some other shit like that.
Yeah, but the whole point was, like you saying, not everybody was. You had to get unlocked for the Matrix, and once you was unlocked, remember they couldn't. After a certain age, even it was hard to unlock some people. Same thing. Like those people that's been in there for that long, and you get out and you trying to tell them, this all an illusion. This ain't real. This is actually what we supposed to do.
And that's that information bias where you get information and for it to be wrong and you to believe that, and for it to be wrong, that's fuck with your brain more than just keep on accepting the wrongness.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
a lot of people won't change their mind when the real information is presented in their face.
You can't fathom that, like, dang, for all this time, my whole life up to this point, I've been doing this craziness.
Right.
You know, oh, wait, it's wrong? It's easier just to be like, nah, I was right, and I'm good. And I'm like, nah, but you've been doing craziness this whole time, and this is actually the real. So, yeah, man.
Think back, and you remember any times when you was like that, where you like, damn, I was wrong all that time.
Oh, just about a lot of stuff in life. You just, you know, you got to go for stuff, and the manifestation, and also the you know, speaking things into existence and believing in yourself in that manner.
What's obviously, that called?
You gotta have action. You gotta take it. But a lot of people don't even believe that good stuff can happen to them. You know.
Yeah.
And they think that the world is just so bad.
I mean, you heard of the law of attraction, right?
Yeah, that's more what people like boil it down to, or what you call it,
right?
Encompass it in as far as the law of
like
attraction.
Believing in some shit and it come your way, speaking shit into existence, that type of shit.
Yeah, and believing that, like where they talk about these mantras, because see what I figured out, like even in the Matrix or what you thinking about, think about how they got us every day. What if you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case, whatever any piece of social media, right? They feed it by those algorithms, right? The algorithms we go by. So then I start thinking about it. I bet you, like, our brain works like an algorithm. You know what I mean?
It is.
So like, if you get the right stuff in you,
I mean, everything you've learned since a youngster has created an algorithm for how you're gonna respond to everything that you see going forward. So your brain is basically an algorithm.
So that's what I mean. So if you put good thoughts in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, positive stuff gonna happen to me, or I can do this, I can manifest this. Like, then that's your algorithm in your head. That's what, like, then that becomes your outcome. You start pushing that, like you saying in the law of attraction, like you attract that because that's what you putting out.
Right.
But then if you always thinking negative, and you feeding yourself negative images and always negative stuff, it seems like you put out negative, or you attracting negative.
Now, do you think everybody who's always doing that negative shit gets some positive shit happen to them and change their perspective? And do you think anybody who always putting that positive shit out but negative shit always happen?
Nah, I mean,
is gonna change their perspective, or does that even happen?
It happens both ways, but it's just a factor that goes into it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that you ultimately, like, just because
you think you speak yourself into a millionaire.
I mean, to an extent, like, it might help you with the mindset, but I don't mean like you gonna instantly be a millionaire. That don't mean you ain't got to put in the work.
Basically speaking how to get it, kind of like.
Yeah, and like that, I think it might help you. Like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out, or like I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna figure it out. I need help figuring it out. Please send me the way to figure it out. You know what I mean? And if you figure it out, that means you still might have to put in the work to do it. It ain't just gonna like fall in your lap. Maybe, you know,
it's almost like whatever you focus on is where.
But then you gonna focus on that. Then you gonna, like, you actively
so the law of
trying to do something.
The law of attraction, because you're focusing on something so much that it comes to you.
Yep, and doing that, usually you're doing something like, hey, I want to be a musician. Oh, I want to be a musician. So then what's the first thing you do? You get an instrument.
You're not like, I just want to be rich. I need to be rich, but you ain't doing nothing. No steps.
Exactly. Like, you got to put the hustle in.
When you really put the thought of it in and you thinking about it, then that's how you going to.
And that's where you're going to attract it. And that's the law. All the other times, like, people say they want to do it, but do they really want to do it? Because a lot of times we can do it.
Yeah.
You know, like, even us, we want to start a podcast. How many times people say they're going to do it, they want to just do it, then eventually we just did it. We don't necessarily, whatever, we just like, hey, we out here, we about to do this. We you, we them, but you're not going to just say it, we going to just actually be it and do it. And here we are. But a lot of people, they be talking, there's somebody right now watching this like, man, we can do that.
Just a plan. You feel me? A vision without a plan is just a hallucination. You feel me? But when you plan and put it together, now we doing it. You feel me? We plan this shit and we execute it. You gotta have a action.
No, it's like, yes. And it's like this. Failure to plan is planning to fail.
Yeah. Proper planning prevents poor performance or some shit.
Peter Piper pick a pair of pickled peppers.
Right. And
No?
old women lived in a shoe.
No? Okay. Well.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. We got time for one more? Well, let's do one more.
Yeah. We got some other things to talk about.
I think we got time for like one more. Maybe two more. 3 more? 2 more?
We get this. Let's see
Well,
what
we
got.
get one. We get
got.
2 more. 2 more.
So let's talk about some side hustles. What's some good? We need to come up with some good side hustles. Everybody need a side hustle right now because a full-time job, even a slightly good full-time job, ain't enough to provide for a family of 6.
Hey, Chad,
So,
it depends on where y'all at. Where you,
8. Family 8.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Put your location down in the chat. Where you looking at this from? Where are you listening to us from? Where are you tuning in? And how much do it cost for y'all to survive monthly if you had like a family of 6 and if you a parent like my homie Mr. Barry here and you got 6 kids, like how much would it cost you to survive every month? Because out here in California, it costs an arm and a leg and a pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to take all that from you every month, and eventually, you know how that go. You ain't gonna have no more body parts left.
Right.
I mean, dang.
Elbows and everything.
So, yeah, let us know what it's like, what y'all got going on. Because
I'm gonna throw a couple things out there for people that might need a little side hustle, right?
So what you got? What you know about some side hustles?
Yeah, you can make you a podcast. Oh wait, no, that ain't paying. Nah,
for real.
It's gonna though. Watch, y'all gonna see. One thing you could do is some Etsy shit. Like especially if you got kids that's into art, you could put them on some like that Etsy shit where you post their shit and sell their shit. You know what I mean?
That's a good hustle.
Have them doing that.
A lot of people do that.
Right.
You could also. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff. You could do affiliate marketing. People say, I mean, it's hard, it's a hustle, but you got to make sure you promote the product and you only getting a percentage of it. So you got to do a lot of hustling. Mm-hmm. I mean, they try to make it say it's so easy, and it is pretty simple, but you actually got to follow through with it. I mean, you can do it through Amazon. You can do it through Walmart. You could. I mean, a lot of businesses, a lot of things have affiliate programs. You see what it is, and you can promote it. And if people click on your link and they go through your link, you get paid. And if they also buy, a lot of times you get even more. But whatever it is, or
you gotta have a following or something to where you making something with that.
Or you gotta make an Etsy post, or you gotta make ads and drive traffic to it.
If you ain't got all that, one thing you can do is sell drugs. You feel me? Some weed, some cocaine. So you got some pills.
Allegedly.
Right. That's one thing you can do.
You can allegedly do that.
That ain't gonna be much money, like unless you can flip shit real good. There is money in it, but it's not like it used to be because everybody
E&J
in
does
the
not
business
condone
now.
all the actions and words that come out of Mr. Barry's mouth.
Right. But
we deny
selling drugs ain't what it used
accountability
to be. Can't do that
for
no
Mr.
more.
Barry's
Really.
actions. He is talking for his own personal experience.
Look, no, I ain't never.
J.Kendall
drugs
does not understand or in any way associate himself with the last statements of Mr. Barry. Right. Those are his own independent thoughts.
You could breed animals. You could breed some. I was thinking of this. I was thinking of breeding some. What's it called? Bengal cats.
Oh man,
Bengal cats.
Hey, you know how they brought back that? You remember how they brought back them dire wolves? Maybe you could breed them dire wolves.
You get a dire wolf puppy. That's what I was thinking.
You get one of them dire wolves.
But them Bengal cats, like them bald cats.
So get the Bengal cats and the dire wolves.
$2,000 a piece.
Come on, man, we can have.
You can sell a Bengal kitten for $2,000.
Let's do some pit bull puppies.
Yeah, it's like $200, $300, man.
Let's do some.
If you got like a registered and all that shit,
we can do some mastiffs or some or what you call them some chows.
You know what about them little tea kettle ones? Like them expensive
Let's
ones.
do them little
them
Chihuahua
Pomeranians. You know them Pomeranians.
Let's do them little dogs. Them Chihuahua dogs.
So breeding animals. Just make sure you're taking care of them animals. Don't be kenneling them up and.
What about reptiles or something? Can you breed them?
There's some reptiles. I mean, you can get some ball pythons or something. Sell baby snakes.
Let's see what else.
But breeding animals, that's one. We got the arts and crafts on the Etsy. That's one.
You could be an Instagram model.
Drugs.
Could be an Instagram model as a side hustle.
Some of you can.
Wait.
Oh, feet finder. There we go.
Feet finder.
What's the homegirl from the job? I ain't gonna say her name, but she been making some bread on a feet finder, just taking a picture of her feet.
Oh,
saying she taking next to like little models to make her feet look big. I don't know, some weird shit. Some of y'all weird as fuck with their feet fetish, but yeah, feet finder is another one.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up.
What's some other side hustles? We trying to lace y'all with some game. Let's see.
You could be a courier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do that medical courier stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
drive that around. You can get
like
yourself
Uber and
you can be a box truck driver. You can get yourself like a box truck. Do that on the, some hustle.
Get your Class A license and the Class A.
You could work and drive and deliver package daily. That's another side hustle.
You know what I was thinking? I might have the kids do next year. It's too late this year, but we got some seeds, right? Some garden seeds that we got from the job.
Yeah, like
all the vegetables and fruits. So I was like, I'm gonna have y'all pop all these seeds. We get like a 500 cups, right?
Yeah.
Pop all these seeds and sprout them, and then we set up a little table with the shit and be like, hey, we selling plants. $5 a plant. $5 a plant. You feel me?
That's some hustle. That's some hey, man. Especially with the kids. You know, people like to buy from the kids. That's
exactly.
Man, you gotta do it while
I took the kittens out. We had our regular ass mud ass kittens. We took them. They wasn't even no Bengals. Took them out to Target, and we took 3 kittens out there. In 20 minutes, we sold them all for $20. The kids did. I wouldn't even participate. They got $60 off them 3 kittens that quick. So I was like, okay.
You gonna let your cat go keep getting knocked up? Like, all right, go ahead and go out at night.
So that kids could get their little grind on once in a while. Buy them some toys from Target or Walmart or whatever.
That's funny. Yeah, well, whatever. Hey, every little bit helps, man.
It's rough out here.
It's rough out, man. It's hard out here.
We need to make some profits. It's hard to profit in this world right now.
Especially in California, man. Like other places, I mean, I know it's hard everywhere. But like if you in California in particular, y'all know the struggle. It's a little bit different out here. And if you can make it in Cali, like you can make it in Cali, New York, Chicago, like some of the bigger major cities, you know, you can make it in a lot of places. But in particular, Cali, bruh. Like our drink is expensive.
And it's grimy out here too.
And it's grimy. Everybody on a hustle. Everybody want to be out here, but you got to hustle out here. You got to be about your. You can't just be like you got to be on the grind. And like, yeah, you might. Some people can, use one grind and they can be in there, but most of the time you got to diversify your portfolio, bruh. You got to be out here like, man, like a Jamaican that had 18 jobs, man. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be out here with one.
If you have one job and you ain't working on your phone at the other job while you there, then
you can't be no dang straight lazy boy. You got to be out here. Straight up in here getting your hustle, you know what I'm saying? You got to be out here grinding out here, and that's what it is. And if you can't do that then you ain't built for it out here. It's gonna swallow you up. You're gonna be in debt soon as possible, and you're gonna be owing, and it's gonna be hard to get out. And then once you leave, it's hard to come back because it's hard to get out. Like it's like you going upstream a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to be like when you get to the other places, you going down and you going with the flow. Man, you be like, how? Oh, I don't want to go. It's hard to go back up again. Yeah, if you got
especially if you got kids and you got responsibilities.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents about that, y'all. I'm just saying, Cali is a unique animal, especially Northern California, and Southern California.
Especially if you got a conscience too, and you ain't trying to just.
Yeah,
you ain't trying to be the grimy.
Exactly. And if you're trying to you're trying to have legit hustles, it's even harder.
All right.
It's a little bit even more difficult. So, just this FYI, if y'all want to come to Cali, make sure you're doing it and doing it well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ready to get your grind on. Ready to get your grind on. You know what I mean?
How many minutes we at?
We got I think we about like 40 of them or something like that. We good.
40 minutes. We good.
We probably got time for one more. We ain't gonna keep the people long today. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you still rocking with us so far. You know what I mean? Comment. Let us know what y'all feeling.
If you trying to be a guest like the last one, I mean, don't bring your drunk homie.
We won't.
Much respect to Tanya, but don't bring your drunk homie for the guest appearance. We only got a spot for 3 people.
We got some other guests coming up. Just right. Keep in store. But yeah, if you know what, if you want to rock with us like that, hit us up. We want to be interactive. We want y'all to be, you're much part of the show as we are. We want y'all to give us that feedback, to get that, to let you know that you can come out here and this is the platform for all of us.
Hey, we just be some real motherfuckers just trying to talk some real shit.
So that's where we at. What you got? Last thing for us today on this E&J. What was the last topic you got, Mr.
We got another. We gonna do another one?
Yeah, one more.
We was exiting.
No, we got one more.
All right.
We got time for one more.
One more quick one. Let's just give them a warning real quick, right?
What's the warning?
It's about to be fire season.
Oh, yeah, out our way. Make sure you got that emergency backpack. Make sure you.
We're gonna talk about them ungrateful ass kids in the next one because I got too much to say.
We gonna make sure you got your backpack. Make sure you got your valuables and all those things because it is fire season out here in California. In particular, I don't know where you guys watching this from, but out here we just want people to be safe. Make sure you got your exit strategy plan. Make sure you got your extra phone.
It's always fire season in California, but we talking about them flames that's burning down houses. So make sure you careful, man. Put your barbecues out. Turn your damn gas off. Y'all quit playing, throwing matches and shit out the window. We don't need to burn down the state again. We did that a couple years in a row.
We just had a fire warning the other day, and it was one this afternoon.
I know accidents happen, but come on, man, be careful, motherfuckers.
So let's keep it safe. Keep it out. And if you out our way, stay out the river right now, bruh. That river is crazy right now.
I was swimming in there yesterday.
Man, it's crazy right now.
You jumped out the bridge yet?
No, I haven't. So just be safe. Like that river is rushing. It's still cold.
I think it's American.
No, I'm talking about the Yuba. The South Yuba.
Yeah, it's an American river.
Yeah,
it goes into the American river.
Yeah, but the South Yuba right up here is people got to be safe, man. You coming out here over there by Tyler Foots and all them other places, like you got to be careful and make sure that the water is still rapid and it's cold and it's kind of dangerous right now. So just be safe when you out there.
One thing, a lot of them rock formations change over the winter. So, check it out. Y'all heard a circle? It's they stopped the damming of the river.
Oh no!
It's like a group. They stopped the damming of the river. My dad actually was one of the people that did that.
Okay.
Like way back in the day. But they one thing he did is he drew a river map. We might get my little sis on here. She sell the river maps in all the stores out here and shit. But he drew a map of the river with all the different like little tunnels and shit. Mm-hmm. But that shit changed over the years. So one tunnel you might go through underwater one year, the rocks will move over the winter because when the shit get hot.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to be careful of.
Well, be careful when y'all out there. Like I say, be safe on the river. Be safe with the fire. Make sure, like he said, you do the fire with the coals. Make sure you put them coals out. If you using a propane, make sure like you ain't get them windy gusts and it don't get stuff on fire. Let's just be safe and keep it cool for everybody, man.
Don't be blowing no butane in the house over an open flame.
Yeah, if you out there and you smoke cigarettes or you smoke tree rosin, or you smoke whatever it is out there, and
that's old school. We on rosin now. We press the shit. We don't blow the butane.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever y'all do nowadays, make sure you put it out and you ain't out here making things bad for people because you don't understand, man. That's people's houses, that's people's memories and lives and everything, and you just don't just callously throw that away. So that's just a warning.
And all you other motherfuckers, make sure you weed your shit and get your fire.
Yeah,
keep that. It's gonna be dry this year. I can tell it's already been hella fire.
Don't think like it's gonna be that much rain. So make sure you help and don't be part of the solution and not the problem. You know what I mean? And at least do your part. If everybody do that little bit of part, then we ain't gonna really have to worry about it. But if somebody be like, oh, that don't apply to me, then we might all suffer. So that's just a little bit of heads up. A little bit of PSA from E&J. But with that said, I think we out of here.
Yes,
you know what I mean? It's your boy J. Kendall.
On the next round.
Woo.
See you when we see you.
Peace.
In a week about or so.
One love. We out.
Jala who?